Now, good morning, viewers. Welcome to Global Entertainment News Breakfast Show. Now, daily dose of news and updates. I am your host, Busola, and joining me in the studio today are
Steven.
And Bella.
Okay, we're now going to take today to read from Punch and Vanguard newspaper. Top to read from Punch. Customs sees 556 million naira contraband in Ogun. The Nigeria Customs Service Joint Border Patrol Team Sector 2 Southwest has announced the interception of contraband goods valued at 556 million naira over the past 4 weeks. These seizures include 816 bags of foreign parboiled rice, 802 kegs of premium motor spirits popularly known as petrol, and several other illicit items. So Bella, what do you have to say on this?
I think the reason why this thing is posted because it didn't go through the law,
Right channel.
through the right channel. So this person, whatever that we needed to do here, even though the country is not, at least let it go through the right channel. Because this one now, no matter the amount where you don't spend for this thing, say
It's
may you
gone.
get that, it's gone.
Yeah.
So it's not their business. Their own business is just for them to take whatever they feel like is a contraband, and then it's not accepted into the law. So now the person lose, no be.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, the custom wey sees that amount of this thing. Well, it's because this job of patrolling and trying to get people with the wrong products, contraband, is not easy. Also, me, I will applaud the custom officers because one, I heard that they also found cannabis inside out of what they seized also.
74 kg cannabis.
So I think I will give them a applause because one, the job wey they do no easy. The job is not easy at all. It's not easy at all. But there will be a situation where they will stop some people, they will not see anything, and those that they stop like why did you stop me? This and that. The kind of insult they get also on the streets and on the roads is not easy. Well, I applaud them, Sha. 556 million.
It's not a small money. It's not small money now.
People really they invest on the wrong thing.
Nigeria loan budget.
Like seriously.
People are really investing on the wrong thing, I tell you.
They don't want it to waste the main money, but now this one now it's already gone now.
Money no the person they invest
I
556
think
million
what actually contradicted more is because of that cannabis that is there.
The person it's not for you to be in possession of cannabis now.
No,
now
it's
I
not.
with that now. So I don't think it's maybe the driver wey dey go catch sef wey carry this thing dey waka he sef suppose face the law.
No, now he's doing his work.
He's doing see
You can't like not be
You might
innocent.
not know.
You might not just be innocent.
And the cannabis is inside.
if you're a dispatch driver and I give you something help me deliver won't you ask me what is inside?
Okay, do you want to offload
that
it? Do you want to apart from that, do you want to offload that, like see how this thing is much? Do you want to offload it one by one and check what is this, what is this?
Custom will ask you
you are a driver.
No, a driver can't.
Listen,
No, then custom
the
will ask you to
driver
upload
needs to
it.
know what he or she is carrying. You should be there when they are loading that truck. The driver should be there when they are loading the truck. You should know what they are carrying.
But the problem is, what some of those things can be sealed into a package that you don't even know. There was this one that I watched where there's a guy. It was just a small car that I was riding. Custom stopping and then they caught cokes inside his. Like he was trying to deliver it, so the next thing he knew that I'm sorry. You're sorry. This is drug from. It's not allowed in Nigeria now.
Even Bible. Some people go to the market buy Bible. The way we buy Bible to read, they will cut the Bible to the middle. And seal it like
as if it's.
But if you don't see that Bible, you don't be like, what is this? You know, except if someone is, you know that okay, something is there before you even know that.
Some of these drivers are getting into implication that they are not even aware of because of the way things are being sealed, and then you will not even feel like maybe this person has been person you have been working for some times now. He just call you, help me deliver this thing. You know, go even know whether this kind of a thing in there. Now you see he's implicated. Even if you call the person say, "Oga, they don't catch me for it," he will tell you, "Sir, I don't know anything about it."
Imagine.
So he's not implicated.
They will give you something like that to carry. You no go know what's in there inside.
That is it.
So especially those you even trust. You know, you've been doing work with that person for a very long time. Okay, the person has sent you on a particular errand, and you don't even know what is there. If you trust someone, you don't even bother to check what is in the package you were sent to give someone.
You don't even need to trust anybody again.
Okay. Okay, moving on. 2025 budget. 13 states commit 3.8 trillion naira on salaries orders. About 3.87 trillion naira has been allocated for recurrent expenditures across 13 Nigerian states in their proposed budget for the 2025 fiscal year. The governors of these states have presented budgets that prioritize administrative costs, including salaries and overheads, while also allocating significant funds for capital projects aimed at boosting infrastructure development.
Mm.
Siri.
Well, 13 states commit 3.8 trillion
Three
naira.
points. Yeah, it's
Abeg, this money wey dey wan commit now, I pray it goes out in the appropriate way, because one, government will come out and tell you, we are going to be using 3.8 trillion naira to pay salaries, to pay this and that. At the end of
are
the
the
day,
salary being paid?
the same people you are telling saying you are going to pay their salary, they will come out like
I say they have
5
not
months later and
collect
say,
anything.
they've not collected 3 months salary,
We've not
they've not paid
collected
us 2 months
5 months
Hey
salary.
salary,
now.
oh. And it's still going to be going on,
Mm-hmm.
And
because this budget that is being presented now, this is what we want to use it for, and it's not even going direct to what they have to use it for. Some hospital, if you go there, it's very very rough. If you go hospital one, say make they treat you malaria, forget that mosquito wey go bite you go give you extra malaria, and
Yeah.
it's not being taken care of. You can imagine. So they want 3.8 trillion naira for the budget and 2025 budget. If they give them, sure, e go work for salaries and others. Road is not being taken care of, school is not being improved. Oh, shit,
God
shit.
help us this Nigeria. Moving on. US-based Nigerians badged 30 years jail for $3.5 million romance scam. Two Nigerians, Anthony Ibeki and Samuel Anikwu, has been sentenced by a United States federal jury to 30 years combined jail term for defrauding some US citizens of $3.5 million. This was contained in a press release made available on the US Department of Justice website. According to the statement, the duo of Ibike and Anekwe deceived their victims by telling them that they had received substantial inheritance that require some money to claim. The duo would then request their victims to send some amount of money with a promise to refund them once the inheritance was claimed. This is rubbish.
it's scam happens everywhere. But
But
na
it's just too
na
much
person wey
for
dem don
like
catch na im
anything
be victim.
Nigeria is getting too much. We Nigerians.
We in Nigeria, we are just loud. Like, that is the thing about us. We are loud in everything. Well,
Mm-hmm.
once we know that we are doing the minimum of it, we like to showcase
Yeah.
ourselves too much. There was this ranking that actually posed. Do you know that Nigeria did not even come first in internet fraudsters? Nigeria never come first. So you can imagine our loudness is getting us into
Troubles.
some troubles that we are not even supposed to be. Okay, you traveled from your hometown just
To
to find
another
a greener
country.
pasture, and then you are there trying to defraud. You are defrauding someone of. Come on.
See, this issue of scam and everything, it happens everywhere in the country. It's just that we Nigerians we are so proud of it that when we come outside, we always want to talk about it, and you go
We
see
showcase it on the
you
internet
go
Yeah.
see
too much.
person wey be say when looking at him, wey this person can't afford this without an illegal job, that same person will come outside and start posting that this and that. How would a small a boy of 18 years, 19, 20 goes to the market and say the next thing he wants to buy is Chevrolet Camaro, the next thing he wants to buy is Benz. Men looking at you say, men, if a government official or a security official looks at you, or EFCC sef see you
Yeah.
like you don't do, the first thing that will come to their mind is that which job would this boy be doing to be able to afford this kind of thing? Okay, you have money, o, must you showcase this? When you showcase this thing, they know that you're a fraudster. They know already that you're a fraudster.
Nigeria can't hide that fact.
They are just too loud.
They want to use it to oppress other, to
Hey
show you
now.
that they have levels. So that is one thing that is. So anywhere we go now, because of the loudness and all that, it makes other people be furious because and then feels like Nigeria that is. And you can imagine that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So we are just too loud and all.
And too forward at the same time.
Like seriously.
Too forward in doing things. You left your own country to go and
It's
people are here that are looking for that opportunity to be in that.
It's common there.
You went there. You are $3.5 million. That's almost more than $1 billion in the Nigerian currency, and you expect them not to catch you. Even citizens of that country, some of them don't have $3.5 million in their own account.
The law it can actually happen here, and then nothing will be done
It's
in
even
Nigeria.
happening
But
there,
actually,
but they are home, like on a low key.
because
Even though you do it here in this country, it might not be caught to, but in that country where their database is so
you can't even bribe the police because of that, because they're not going to take bribe from you.
They won't take back, because if the person that they eventually caused this guy with that 3.5 million has 10%, that's when they do that thing in that country.
And the most funniest part, we will not going to back ourselves or protect ourselves of this thing, no. And that person, Nigerian person, will not say you do this thing, you know, favor am. Now you go like say may give
Expose you.
expose you.
In the US, if you report a case of fraud or report a case of they call them whistleblowers. Okay, you're a whistleblower, you have your own 10% to any amount being cut off. Just imagine now this $3.5 million now. Like 4 of us heard about it, and we're like, we saw this case of fraud. You will be very eager to report the case, because the first person to report the case get 10% from it. That's why any case of fraud and crime there is very easily shown out to the public. For you know, we don't cast in this country. You say you don't get the government police.
Okay, the next one. Japa workers on FG payroll resigning amid probes, says HOCSF. The head of the Civil Service of the Federation, DG Jax, on Monday said the probes instituted by the federal government to identify civil servants who are still receiving salaries after relocating abroad is still ongoing. While denying that the process has been swept under the carpet, the head of service emphasized that they had sustained the momentum to ensure that those who left the country in search of greener pastures abroad are no longer benefiting from this system. What do you have to say?
Well, it's a shame. It's a shame that someone that left the country for like 4 years, 3 years, 5 years will still be receiving pension or gratuity from this same country, where the money, that money is supposed to be channeled from other place.
They worked for it now.
Apart from you work for, you've left the country already.
They are still coming back. This is their hometown. This is where they are best. They have the nationality.
No, you left the country. This money you are collecting, you are not spending it in this country. You are going out there to use the money. You are not improving our economy here. You are spoiling the economy, because the money is coming out from this country, it's going to another place, it's being used in another place.
They have a Nigerian account. They have a Nigerian account, and then it could be paid to them. This one is part of what they have worked for.
If it's being paid for them, this Nigerian account, they will convert that same money to a dollar account. They are not spending the money here. This is maybe why this money is not circulating in the country. So people will be like, Kusoja, they are not selling it. It's because the money is not circulating in this country. It's being used outside. The money is being used outside. This means why everything is, our economy is not going forward. It's coming down. It's not going forward. It's coming down. And most of all these people, we have like at least 30% of these people, they are outside the country using this money. They are being paid here and they are using the money outside. Converting our money to dollar. This money dollar is
what about those that are not actually living there, but they just go there and then have a vacation, and then they are still collecting their gratuity?
Vacation is different from someone that retired.
Going to convert the naira into dollar.
You going for a vacation outside is different, because you are still working. They're going to go for a vacation, except if the person
this was they are not on vacation. They
retired. They went abroad.
They relocated abroad. They relocated. Once you relocate, someone that has money to relocate to abroad, what is it?
It's not the same money that you pay them that then they used to relocate.
Tinubu has even placed an order on this, that everybody they will have to refund the money, because it's wrong now. It's very wrong.
How much they want return?
How much are they going to return?
Exactly. How much are they going to return? Okay. Moving on to the next one. EFCC plays Obaseki on watch list, begins contract probes. Former governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, is on the watch list of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission. This is just as our correspondents gathered that the anti-graft agency has commenced an investigation into transactions, including contracts awarded during his tenure as the governor of Edo State. Obaseki, who bowed out of office on November 12 after an 8-year tenure, has said the EFCC plan to arrest him soon after stepping out of office. His successor, Monday Okpebholo, has just established a 40-member state asset verification committee to investigate his tenure.
This is the main reason why. This is the reason why a sitting governor does not want to does not want to leave also, and after leaving the seat, he wants to jump into another position, another government position that will give him that immunity, because this case, so that all these things will not be coming.
Yeah.
Anybody as a governor, okay, a governor of some state, your tenure has exited and you can't continue. They want to move into senator or move into minister of this and minister of that, so they will not be proved. This issue of Obaseki now, it has been coming. This investigation has been when he was the sitting governor, because there's some contract he's going to collect, and this contract, he will not award it to the people that are supposed to award that contract to. He will award it to people that probably his family member, someone is close to, that he believe there will be a commission from it. All these things are wrong, and
it's quite common among
the sitting governor of the state is ready to tackle him, because they are opposition parties and they are ready to tackle themselves. And the way I'm saying this, if he doesn't have his good evidence to cover himself, Obaseki might end up going to jail.
What do you expect?
Might end up going to jail.
So moving on to today's top story from Vanguard. What Peter Obi would have done differently to make Nigeria better, says Senator Abaribe. Senator Enenyanyi Abaribe has expressed his belief that Nigeria would have fared better if Peter Obi, the Labour Party candidate in the 2023 presidential election, had emerged victorious. Speaking during an interview on Channel Television Politics today on Monday, Abaribe, who represented Abia South in the state Senate, criticized what he described as nepotism under President Bola Tinubu administration, asserting that such tendency would have been absent under an Obi presidency. Is he speaking the truth?
Where is he speaking the truth?
Like, and people might actually go against him.
That is the thing that is there. The tribal that is actually eating in us is very, very is too much. Because I feel like this man would have, not just feel, this man would have done everything differently for Nigeria, like tackle all those insecurity and then bring a stabilization to Nigeria. But at the same time, it feels like how will I even say it? This person, no, I don't want this person. And my tribal person, I go be there. Or at least as I go voting place, because in his own campaign, he says that he's not going to pay you to vote for him. So if you like vote, if you don't like vote, so people are like, how will I go and vote, and then they will not give me money. So when you get there, then you see the one that is sharing money, which you wanted to thumb. So Nigeria is, should I even say, we are grading in our own self, and then we brought in calamity upon us, and then later we now be looking for who is going to save us from inside. The man would have done something different.
Well, this country, this our culture, we like suffering, because one, we saw all this coming, because when this man was campaigning during his election time, he made some point that it's going to block so many places that these governors eat from. He promised that he's going to block all these things. And as a governor or an opposition party, when you hear all this kind of thing, you believe that okay. I believe this country would have been better if Obi was the president, because it's just like giving us a new chance. This country will be ruled by two parties. Two parties have been ruling us for a long time, almost 50 years now. Two parties have been ruling us. Why can't we just give a try for another party?
No.
They won't accept that.
Nigeria would be like, no.
And if Labour Party had come, had been the ruling party of this country, I believe this country would have been better, because I won't say the other parties are innocent too, but I believe those people have vision for this country. they have vision for this country.
Exactly.
They have good visions for this country. We would have given them the try, but
Nigeria is Nigeria.
Nigeria is Nigeria. We just even if the opposition party that is not even there are still some people that is not even in the government or any political, but they are gaining heavily from this political of a thing because they make their stand. This is where like Nigeria is just it's just a headache.
I just pray Obi comes out again
You will
to
surely
contest,
do.
because if he comes out
If
to
he didn't
contest,
win, you need to see the work and the donation he has been doing all left, right, center. Like he has been going around and then he never rests for 1 second. Keep
He's still
donating
coming
and
out
donating,
safe.
helping those that with scholarship and all that. And you're telling me that I know some people is still going to stand and tell you that they will never allow this kind of person to enter power. That is their own ways of understanding. I wonder what is blocking their eyes of what may not allow us to enjoy life.
in a country where free and fair election is not it doesn't work. Even though he tries, even though people know that he's supposed to be the one to win, there are some bodies that they believe this person doesn't want it at all. They want to counter that part.
What will help us in this Nigeria? Okay, up to the next one. 2 dead, many injured during Abia Catholic faithful processions. 2 persons reportedly died, while many others sustained different degrees of injuries during a procession at Christ the King Catholic (CKC) Church Aba in Abia State. The procession, titled Christ the King Sunday, is celebrated in the Roman Catholic Church and the Lutheran Church on the last Sunday of the liturgical year, as a feast to mark Jesus Christ's messianic kingship and sovereign rules over all creation. So because they are celebrating things now, a lot of people are like, a lot of people injured and 2 lost their lives.
It's this moment, this period of time is where Catholic. I'm also a Catholic, because I was also in church last Sunday, and
Everybody went to church last week.
we celebrated as in our own parish. It's being done everywhere in Nigeria. That celebration is being done everywhere in Nigeria as a Catholic. Anywhere the Catholic church is, anywhere the parish is being celebrated. But in this case of 2 people died, I don't think it involves the Catholic. It might be an accident, because it's a possession where you possess around the church vicinity, probably like 300 kilometers away from the church. You walk around, you tell people that Jesus is coming, this kind, just like an awareness, or something like that. In this case, I believe it might be an accident that occurred.
Well, they said the person suffered from suffocation because of the overflowing crowd.
Yeah, it can happen also, because not everybody have that immune system to
That's
walk and
strange.
go
But
through that
when
kind
you
of
know you
stress.
can't, why must you attempt?
Yeah,
It's not compulsory.
It's not the person's intention to die, and it's not the person's intention to suffer that kind of thing. Maybe the kind of, Nigerians now, some of them might not want to follow normal orders. They might be pushing themselves and this and that, pushing when they let of crowd. Even at that same instance, people that are not go Catholic,
you
you see
you
them
see,
there.
you see overcrowding in
You see
one
people,
place that like
you see people that people. Some people are even there to come and steal food. People are there to come and you see.
some people are there with just bad intention. They're
Bad
still going to
intentions.
tell you that yeah, I go to church now. So you can imagine the crowd that is going to be there. Imagine a space that is not containing for at least 30,000 people, and then there is more than that in that space. So it's going to be
No
suffocating.
help us in this Nigeria. Moving on. No request was brought to NASS for presidential jet purchase, says Senate Abaribe. Senator Abaribe, representing Abia South Senatorial District, yesterday insisted that nobody approached the National Assembly with a request for a new presidential jet before the purchase was eventually made. The presidency had, in August, unveiled a new Airbus A330 purchase for President Bola Tinubu. Following the new jet purchase, the presidency faced many criticism from Nigeria, who felt the president prioritized his luxury while neglecting the economic hardship faced by the masses. Keep borrowing money, wetin I use am do, go use buy jet.
But it's very wrong for the National Assembly to come outside and say that kind of thing, because one, they should be the one to to call for that attention. President go buy jets, they no know say president buy proposal should have come through the senate first before even going out for this thing.
What if
No, he might actually says that he used his own money to buy the jet, so it's not
Use
part
your
of
money to buy
it's not
presidential
part
jets,
of the
not
Nigerian budget, so
if
it was
he
his
use his
own
money,
money.
they won't tag it as
the
presidential
presidential
jet.
jet. You
No,
can't
they
even
won't
buy
tag it
presidential.
that way.
The Senate president might actually says that the president did not take any permission, but the president is going to be like, I use my own money to buy the jets now. So how are they going to go about it?
Well, that to me, I don't think that's even possible as a president. You use your own money to buy jets. Go tell us where you see money. You see inside
You,
the 4.5 billion naira according to
you
the
know the
salary is
campaign.
president.
You know what he says in his campaign, that he already have his wife. Let me say his wife says that they already have their money. They came to better Nigeria.
They have their money. What are they looking for in that post? Use your money
We
to
came
enjoy
to
yourself.
better Nigeria. You don't have to question that they are
Ah,
here to better Nigeria. That is what the wife said. So if he stand on his feet and says that he used his own money to purchase the jet, the Senate president,
a governor's salary is 3.5 million naira per month. The president's salary is close to 5 million per month. How much can you become a jet wey you go buy? If you collect that money in a year, sef, you can't get the money of buying the jet.
Yeah, okay, because of our time, let's move on to what is trending. Davido said, the economy is in shambles. Davido discouraged Nigeria with dual citizenship. Who want to move back home after Trump wins? Bella, what do you have to say on this?
the economy is in shambles now.
Yeah, now, yeah,
Because
I know.
I dare you that even those that are in Ukraine, that war is going, and then you expect them to come home, they'll tell you that they'll rather stay there. Forget Davido's own side, because everybody, even if because it's popular, that is why he was being dragged because of this whole thing that he said. Everybody has been saying it, and then it is truth that we needed to say out. It is the truth that we needed. The economy is in shambles. We don't even have a better leaders that needed to
Oh.
move this thing forward. So
Imagine we buying like we had one doing the petrol. Now we are buying it at an higher rate. Whereas those like
the economy is not even in small, in a great shambles. There is nothing. I don't even know if there is going to be according to, we should keep praying, maybe the prayer will turn to him. It will turn to petrol and reduce food cost and all that, then reduce transportation and everything. But right now,
oh, help us, oh.
I don't think what the video said is wrong because his truth is always bitter.
some people say that is wrong. They are telling him to retract what he said.
Truth is bitter.
Hey,
Truth is
now.
very bitter. I don't know why all those coming outside to say what he's saying is wrong, is bad. See, let them be in that stage where they are out of this country, or have a dual citizenship, and someone advise them come to Nigeria. Maybe they will come.
You know one thing about Nigeria. Nigeria, we know the truth. We know the truth. We know that this is the truth. But there are certain people that we don't expect them to say this. If this person say it, it's going to be a drag. Like they're going to feel like they should tear this person apart. But if this also person say it, they'll feel like, let's just overlook it. Because when the president was actually in the G20 meeting, was not last week,
Yeah.
he was saying the same thing, that Nigeria is actually in a kiniko, and everybody, Nigeria is insecurity. So why was he not asked question, what was his own doing about all these things? And now Davido was saying it, that if you have a dual citizenship, even some people said that they look for way to japa. So
You
now
won't come back.
you won't come back. Like how? Where would you want to start from?
Make person tell me say my mama get dual citizenship. You think say I go dey this country? If they want themselves. Me, I believe. See, if you have the kind of experience and the exposure that Davido has, you will know where his point is coming from. But this person, he has toured around the world already. He has gone to so many places, and the kind of exposure he has, anything he says is coming from his own mind, and he knows what he's saying. If he tells us that Nigeria is a shambles, he knows what he has seen outside, where he has gone to, the kind of economy he has seen, and what is even happening in this country. We are not blind now. We are seeing everything in this country. You know what? We know, see our fuel price, see the cost of production, the cost of sales, retail price, things that will, food to even buy to put for
Transportation sef, from your house to your workplace, you have already spent half of your salary.
you emphasize on something, say a country that produce oil, I produce oil, I buy oil more than the country we are exporting to. What do you expect? In the same country,
We are just holding ourselves for neck,
we're in big
Jare.
shambles. I
We,
tell
we
you, there's
don't we,
another word
we,
for shambles.
we
They have
don't
used
want
that.
we don't want the truth from this certain person. Now that is it.
Okay, guys, we've come to the end of today's show. Thank you for joining us on the breakfast show today. I've been your host, Busola. Be sure to join us again tomorrow, same time, same station. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more news and updates on Global Entertainment News TV. Have a blessed day. Bye.